Today we are going to be changing a Skagen watch battery and applying the watch band itself. Now, the reason the seller was selling this band and this watch in particular was because it is a discontinued watch. They do not make this watch any longer. It is a Skagen 324 LSLB. It's a very nice timepiece, and I fell in love with it, but I did not realize they do not make the bands anymore for this watch, nor do they make the face or watch itself. Now, the reason they don't make the bands anymore is because it takes a 17 millimeter lug width tapered to a 22 millimeter band. Looked really nice. It just was crumbling apart. Owner didn't want to go with the hassle of finding a band, potentially customizing one, and changing the battery. I took it upon myself to do this mission. So let's get into it. We are going to be changing the watch battery and applying a 17 millimeter band snugly in the grooves here so it'll fit, and there'll be this little gap, but it shouldn't do anything to the aesthetics, and customizing it would make the band a lot less sturdy, as I would have to cut the sides, and that just didn't seem something I wanted to do if I wanted this band for longevity, and that is what I'm going to do. First and foremost, always have a glove. I've done numerous battery changes in watches, and I can't tell you the number of times I've almost cut myself. Reason I wear a glove is because I was doing it without a glove one time, and I usually use a utility knife to get under the lip, and I accidentally cut myself. Lesson learned, going forward, wear a glove in the hand that will be holding the watch. I have also upgraded from using a utility knife and have purchased this little toolkit on Amazon, which comes with a nice little flat, thin head to get underneath the tab right there. So, let's get into it. Hold it firmly as such. Place the lid underneath, push, and you can twist a little bit to pop it up. Sometimes it'll pop up a lot easier. But now that we have the band moved, the back removed, and the O-ring is still in place, we will now proceed to remove the frame to get easier access to the battery. It is a SR616SW. That would correlate to a 321 battery. So you can see this little tab here holding the battery in place. You can kind of move it to the side a little bit. Therefore, the battery is easily removed. Once the battery is removed, we do not need the glove anymore and can proceed to opening the battery. Here are the batteries, so let's open it up. All right, now take the battery, careful, put it in place. You see how it's slipping? Well, let's take that tab that we moved over and push it on top of the battery so it stays in place. Turn it over and let's check if it's ticking. Sure is. So let's put the frame back. Nice snug in place. And let's see, Skagen watches I've known to be a pain to push the back together, so let's see if I can do it by hand. Wow. And it sure enough did. Well, I do want to show you another way to do it with square watches, especially ones that are curved. So we have this very cool back closer for the watches that cannot be put back together by hand. And with a square watch and no square holder, what you want to do is find the four corners where the glass will not be, and those four corners should be touching the four corners of the circle. So that way, when you push down, the glass will not shatter. So let's take a look. For the back, you want to find a closer that will fit practically on the edges of the back itself so that it will snap perfectly in place, giving it an even distribution. So now we have that. We see the little notch here. We can put it on like that, and even though we closed it with our hands, I will show you what I mean with this closer here. Now, it's a little wobbly, but you want to hold it tight so the corners are on the sides. When you push down, you want to make sure that it is touching all four edges of the back. Hold it in place and give it a light push till you hear a snap. That little snap is all you need. You do not need to go further. And let's check the face. The face is not cracked and everything is beautiful. Watch is ticking. Now we are ready to apply the band. I will be reusing the pins that came with this watch. So this is an unusual pin. Usually they have spring-loaded pins. This Skagen one has a thicker side there to catch in one of the holes. And you can remove it completely from the sleeve that will be going inside the band itself. This smaller portion will be going through, and then we will be pushing that into place into the hole. I will show you. Take the top band, take the little pin, push it through, perfect, just like that. Let's see it go in snugly. Push it all the way through. You can see it coming out that side. That is exactly what we want. Now, take this little side here and push that in. You want it to be flush. It'll be a little while sometimes. Or maybe I'm going on the wrong hole. That's what she said. Let's see. Which way? So it will be going this way. So take it through. Push it in. Now you want to see it come through the other side. Now push that down in there so it's nice and snug. And let's see if we did a good enough job to push this through and have it stay in place. Pushed, and now you can see it on the other side. That is not coming out. And like I said, there's a small gap, very minimal, won't even be noticeable to the naked eye. Gives it a little bit more flexibility there. Can't even tell But with that notch, I would have had to cut the outsides so that this would have fit in snug perfectly, and potentially even had to bend the pins, which we do not want to do. That would just weaken the overall structure. So let's take the other side. Let's find out which is the bigger side. I think that is the bigger side there. Yeah, this one fits in really smoothly. So we will be going the small side in that way, pushing through so the big side catches into that hole. So let's put it through. Push it through. Now you can see it on the outside. Now we want to really push that in there so that it stays. Sometimes you might need to give it a little bit of a squeeze. Hold it in place, and let's see if we can push through so it snaps. Beautiful. That is not coming apart. And let's see what it looks like. Very nice. That is a nice watch right there. I can't believe they discontinued it. I might even want to keep it for myself. But ticking, beautiful. Let's undo it. And let's set the time. The time is 7:40 Eastern Standard Time. So we will do that. This is a really nice watch. I wish they had the taper, but I can definitely understand why they discontinued it. Very fragile, very delicate. The watch band initially was super fragile. Broke practically with me just even touching it. So we'll make it 7:42 because I don't like to be late, even though I'm always late. Push the time in. Let's see that beauty click. All right, and that is a Skagen watch battery and band change. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and check the Etsy link in the description below if you would like to purchase this lovely watch.